Hiking has so many benefits. It's healthy and fun. Everyone's doing it on Instagram, and it's the perfect time to snap some aggressively enthusiastic nature pics for your Tinder profile. But before you rush into the woods with a selfie stick or hang out in the fields, you need to be aware of these little bastards. Tick-borne diseases are on the rise. Cases of Lyme disease in particular have almost tripled in the last 2 decades in the US. Why are there so many more ticks in the country? Researchers point to climate change as one of the main reasons. Lyme disease is the most common vector-borne disease in the US. The bacteria typically lives in mice, birds, deer, and other animals that ticks like to feed on, but it finds its way to humans when infected ticks casually latch onto them in wooded areas. Though in most cases, the tick must be attached to the skin for 36 hours or more for the disease to be transmitted. Lyme disease has a variety of symptoms at various stages, including fever, headache, fatigue, muscle and joint aches, and the classic bullseye rash. Catching the disease early is crucial, so antibiotics can be used to treat Lyme. But if it's left untreated, the infection can spread to other parts of the body, like the heart and the brain, and the effects can be much more dangerous. In some cases, though, the disease can mysteriously persist for years, even after treatment, and researchers haven't figured out why. Lyme can be incredibly hard to diagnose, but all kinds of ticks don't make you sick. This map shows Lyme disease carrying ticks in the US. The western black-legged tick along the Pacific coast and the black-legged tick in the Northeast and upper Midwest. You can see the increasing concentration of Lyme cases on the eastern seaboard from 2001 through 2015, and the CDC states that 95% of confirmed cases were reported from these 14 states. Researchers believe climate change has a lot to do with this dramatic rise of Lyme disease in the Northeast. See, ticks don't survive in cold climates, so warmer winters are allowing them to venture further up north. Higher temperatures are also boosting their reproduction cycle. Among other explanations, the increase in deer populations because of hunting protections is one of them. And reforestation of former farmlands in the Northeast is also giving ticks more hosts to feed and reproduce on. Damn. Ticks are having sex on deer, and Carlos can't even get a date right now. Hey, right, Lyme disease. People are also moving further into the suburbs, which puts them closer to tick territory in wooded areas. A weird additional factor that's helped spread Lyme disease is the recent abundance of acorns in the US. More acorns mean more food for mice, and increased mice populations mean more hosts to carry Lyme-infected ticks. So what do you do when you're dying for that communing with nature selfie, but you don't want to be dinner host to guests who actually suck the life out of you? Well, before you head outdoors, you can treat your clothes and shoes with an insecticide called permethrin. Using insect repellents containing DEET or picaridin is also suggested by the CDC. Wearing light-colored clothing, long-sleeved shirts, and hats make it easier to spot ticks. And though it's not the most fashionable statement, tucking your pants into your socks or boots helps too. When you're back indoors, showering within 2 hours and doing a full body check for ticks is in order. I'm talking scalp, elbows, knees, but you get the picture. Check your clothes for ticks, then toss those in the dryer. And if you find a tick attached, now is not the time for folklore remedies. The tick needs to be removed ASAP. Remove it with fine-tip tweezers and watch for Lyme disease symptoms over the next few weeks. Lastly, don't panic if you find out you're a total tick magnet.
Gross.
So, yeah, my bad. The most important thing is being aware of possible ticks in your vicinity and the measures you can take to protect yourself from Lyme disease.